Hello there, and welcome to the Sleepy Science Story. Welcome to a world where time slows down and nature quietly reveals its secrets. Tonight, we'll wander through whispering forests, deserts that bloom overnight, and creatures that survive the impossible. By the end, you'll witness wonders most people never see, hidden marvels that make our world extraordinary. Tonight, we are not merely observing forests, caves, and oceans. We are stepping inside them, exploring some of nature's most extraordinary secrets. We'll encounter wonders that few ever witness, a flower that blooms only once in a lifetime, stones that appear to move of their own accord, storms that have raged for centuries, and trees that have silently endured far longer than entire human civilizations. We will move gently, uncovering one marvel at a time, from deserts that explode into sudden bloom to rivers that flow unseen beneath the ocean, and the quiet, almost impossible ways life survives in every corner of our planet. Some of these discoveries may astonish you, others may linger, like the delicate scent of rain after a summer storm. Before we dive deeper, if these calm explorations help you unwind or offer a peaceful way to end your day, consider liking, subscribing, or leaving a thought in the comments. It helps others find their own quiet corner here, one curious soul at a time. Beneath your feet lies an entire world most of us never notice. Just a single teaspoon of healthy soil can contain billions of microscopic organisms, bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and countless tiny creatures such as nematodes and mites. This intricate living network breaks down fallen leaves, recycles nutrients, and even communicates with plants through subtle chemical signals. Individually, these organisms are almost impossible to imagine, yet collectively, they form the very foundation of terrestrial life. Without them, plants would struggle, and the delicate web of life above the soil would unravel. Scientists continue to uncover species within these soils, forms of life that have never been named or studied. It's humbling to realize that beneath the soles of our shoes exists a bustling city of life so vast it dwarfs humanity, quietly sustaining the world around us. Some plants move with astonishing speed, fast enough to capture unsuspecting prey. While most plants grow slowly over days or weeks, a few species act in the blink of an eye. The Venus flytrap, for example, snaps its leaves shut in less than a second when the tiny hairs inside are touched twice in rapid succession. Other plants curl sticky leaves inward, while certain aquatic species spin their traps underwater. These movements are powered by swift changes in water pressure within plant cells, triggered by touch. To the insect, it happens almost instantaneously. One moment it is exploring, the next it is caught. For these plants, which often grow in nutrient-poor soils, catching and digesting prey provides the essential nitrogen they need to survive. Watching them in action can feel uncanny, as though the plant has made a deliberate choice. Some trees have survived for millennia, outlasting entire human histories. In the remote corners of the world, ancient bristlecone pines of the American West have endured for more than 4,000 years. These trees grow slowly, twisting into sculpted forms shaped by wind, snow, and time. Their bark, weathered yet alive, shelters a living record within each tree ring, a chronicle of wet years and dry years, storms and seasons. These remarkable trees endure not by resisting change, but by adapting, allowing parts of themselves to die back during harsh periods, then regenerating when conditions improve. Standing beside one is a humbling reminder of life's resilience and patience, a living witness to history itself. Standing beside one of these ancient trees, you are in the presence of life that began long before the pyramids were built. Yet it continues quietly, producing new leaves year after year. In the undergrowth of tropical forests, a remarkable drama unfolds. Certain fungi, such as the infamous Ophiocordyceps, infect ants and other insects, subtly taking control of their behavior. Once inside the host, the fungus releases chemicals that compel it to leave its colony and climb to a high, exposed perch. There, the fungus completes its life cycle, killing the insect and sending a spore-releasing stalk skyward to infect others below. The precision is astonishing. The height and location are ideal for spreading spores as widely as possible. To us, it may seem like science fiction, a parasite hijacking its host's nervous system, but in reality, it is a vital thread in the rainforest's complex web of life, both unsettling and awe-inspiring in its design. In a small town in Honduras called Yoro, residents witness a rare and extraordinary phenomenon, locally known as lluvia de peces, the rain of fish. Several times a year, usually after violent thunderstorms, small fish appear flopping across streets and fields. Scientists believe strong winds or waterspouts might lift the fish from nearby rivers or the sea, carrying them inland before depositing them with the rainfall. Some locals consider it a miracle, while others view it as a curious natural oddity. Similar events have been reported elsewhere in the world, involving frogs, crabs, and even jellyfish. To witness such a sight is surreal. The sound of rain followed by the glinting motion of living creatures tumbling from the sky. Some animals can survive the most extreme freezes. In the far north, creatures such as the wood frog of Alaska can endure winter by literally freezing solid. Up to 2/3 of its water turns to ice, its heart stops, its blood ceases to flow, but it is not dead. Special compounds, including glucose and urea, act as natural antifreeze, protecting the cells from damage. When spring arrives and temperatures rise, the frog thaws, its heart begins to beat, and it hops away as if nothing happened. Insects, fish, and even microscopic tardigrades employ similar strategies, a remarkable adaptation honed over millions of years. Lightning strikes our planet millions of times every day. At any given moment, somewhere on Earth, a bolt is flashing. Scientists estimate roughly 8 million strikes occur daily, more than 90 per second. These bolts form when electrical charges build within clouds or between clouds in the ground. The surrounding air heats to over 30,000 degrees Celsius in an instant, hotter than the surface of the sun. The air expands explosively, creating thunder. Beyond their spectacle, lightning plays a key role in Earth's chemistry, helping form nitrogen compounds essential for plant life. In tropical regions where storms are frequent, distant flashes often illuminate the horizon at night, a quiet reminder that the atmosphere is constantly alive with energy. Some fish have learned to leave the water behind. In tidal zones and swampy regions, species such as the mudskipper, found across parts of Asia and Africa, use their strong pectoral fins to walk across muddy flats in search of food or to avoid predators. They can breathe through their skin and the lining of their mouth and throat, as long as they remain moist. Other fish, like the climbing perch, can survive out of water for days, even moving between ponds. Observing a fish navigate the land feels almost like witnessing evolution in motion, a glimpse of the ancient moment when life first tested the boundaries of land. The Amazon rainforest produces its own rain. So vast and dense, the forest generates billions of liters of water vapor daily through transpiration. This moisture rises, cools, and forms clouds that eventually fall as rain, replenishing the forest itself. This cycle keeps the Amazon green even in drier months, while also influencing weather patterns far beyond South America, thousands of kilometers away. Viewed from above, the forest exhales plumes of moisture, shaping its own climate like a beating heart pumping water into the atmosphere. Even beneath the ocean, rivers flow. In the dimly lit depths, currents of dense, salty, or sediment-laden water travel along the seabed like rivers on land. In the Black Sea, for instance, a powerful underwater river snakes over 100 kilometers beneath the surface, carving channels, carrying nutrients, and reshaping the ocean floor. These hidden currents form a secret world beneath the waves, a reminder that life and movement persist even in places we rarely see. These underwater rivers carve channels, carry nutrients, and sculpt the seabed much like rivers on land. They often form where waters of different salinities meet, creating boundaries where denser water sinks and flows separately. Divers who venture into these currents describe a haunting sensation, swimming through one river inside another, the layers clearly distinct in the dim underwater light. Deserts, though they may seem barren, can awaken in an instant. Beneath the dry soil lie seeds that may have waited for years, dormant until the rare, soaking rain arrives. When it does, the desert floor transforms almost overnight into a vibrant tapestry of yellows, purples, and reds as thousands of plants bloom simultaneously. This fleeting spectacle is nature's reminder that beauty and abundance can emerge in the most unlikely places. In Chile's Atacama Desert, such superblooms are so spectacular they can even be seen from space. Some lakes defy the coldest winters, remaining liquid when surrounding waters freeze. Warm underground springs, extreme depth, or geothermal heat can keep water open year-round, creating crucial refuges for wildlife. Birds and mammals gather around these rare oases, and in the stillness of a snowy plain, the sight of open, rippling water feels almost magical, a hidden pocket of life against the odds. Coral reefs, often mistaken for lifeless rock, are in fact bustling cities built by countless tiny animals called polyps. Each polyp secretes a calcium carbonate skeleton, and over centuries, these structures accumulate into immense reefs. New generations of polyps grow atop the old, creating intricate living architecture. Reefs provide shelter and food for thousands of species and stretch for hundreds of kilometers, like Australia's Great Barrier Reef. Up close, every ridge and curve is the work of animals no larger than a grain of rice, patiently shaping the seafloor one layer at a time. Some birds are capable of astonishing endurance. The common swift, for instance, can remain airborne for months without landing, eating, sleeping, and even mating on the wing. Scientists have tracked swifts looping across continents, using air currents to conserve energy and sleeping in brief bursts while gliding. Albatrosses and other seabirds also traverse vast oceans without touching land. Imagining life spent entirely in the air reveals a perspective where the horizon is the only constant and the land is a distant idea. The air in forests can act as a natural medicine. Breathing deeply among trees can induce almost immediate calm. Part of this effect comes from chemicals called phytocides, released by plants to protect against pests. When inhaled, these compounds can lower stress hormones and even enhance immune function. In Japan, this mindful practice is known as Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing. Beyond psychological benefits, studies have measured real improvements in physical health, a quiet exchange of resilience between nature and those who walk within it. Volcanoes can create entirely new islands. When an undersea eruption sends molten rock above the waves, barren, steaming rock slowly transforms to land. Over time, winds, Currents and visiting creatures bring seeds and life, gradually establishing ecosystems from scratch. Some islands vanish again, eroded by the waves, while others endure, providing permanent homes for plants, animals, and even people. In 1963, an eruption off the coast of Iceland produced the island of Surtsey, which has become a living laboratory, showing how life colonizes land where there was once only ocean. Witnessing such creation is seeing the Earth reshape itself in real time. Some animals can regenerate lost body parts entirely. Salamanders, for instance, can regrow limbs with bones, muscles, and nerves intact. Certain species can even regenerate parts of their heart, eyes, or spinal cord. Starfish can regrow lost arms, and in some cases, a single arm can become a new individual if the central body remains. This extraordinary ability arises from specialized cells capable of transforming into any tissue type needed. Humans share some of the same genetic pathways, though ours are far less active. Scientists study these remarkable animals in hopes of one day repairing severe injuries in humans. In nature, regeneration is not a trick, it is survival, allowing life to recover from harm that would be permanent for most species. Glaciers, though seemingly immobile, flow like rivers of ice. Gravity pulls them downhill, inch by inch, or sometimes in rare surges of several meters. Over months and years, glaciers grind rock into fine powder, carve valleys, and reshape entire landscapes. When they retreat, they leave behind lakes, ridges, and fertile soil. Observing a glacier move in real time is nearly impossible without specialized equipment, but satellite imagery and time-lapse photography reveal their relentless, patient motion, a reminder that even the most solid-seeming things on Earth are never truly still. In northern Mexico, the Cave of the Crystals reveals a world of immense, otherworldly beauty. Discovered in 2000 beneath a working mine, this hidden chamber contains some of the largest natural crystals ever found, selenite columns stretching up to 15 meters, gleaming in the dim light. Extreme heat and humidity make the cave hazardous, yet explorers describe it as stepping into a dream where the walls themselves appear alive with light. These crystals grew over hundreds of thousands of years in mineral-rich water maintained at a constant temperature, a testament to geology's slow, meticulous artistry. Beneath the forest floor, an invisible network connects life. Fungi form delicate threads called mycelium, linking the roots of different plants. Through this wood-wide web, trees and plants share nutrients, transmit chemical signals, and even warn each other of impending threats. A tree under attack may send out signals prompting neighbors to produce defensive compounds, or older trees might supply sugars to saplings struggling in shade. This hidden system blurs the line between individual and community, revealing a quiet intelligence within ecosystems. What appears to be a still, silent forest above is beneath the surface, buzzing with secret conversations. In certain lakes and wetlands, entire forests can float on the water. Mats of soil, roots, and vegetation sometimes break free from the shore, drifting across the surface. Over time, grasses, shrubs, and even full-grown trees take root, their tangled roots providing buoyancy and stability. Some islands are small enough to move with the wind, others anchor temporarily before breaking free again. These drifting forests offer shelter to birds, insects, and fish, sometimes persisting for decades. In various parts of the world, they have woven themselves into local folklore, appearing and vanishing with the seasons, a reminder that even something as grounded as a forest can learn to wander. Certain butterflies perceive colors far beyond the human eye. While we see the world through red, green, and blue, many butterflies possess additional photoreceptors that detect ultraviolet light. This gives them access to a hidden spectrum, revealing intricate patterns on flowers and even on other butterflies, patterns invisible to us. These markings guide them to nectar, help identify mates, or warn against predators. Imagining their vision is to imagine a world painted with colors beyond our naming, as vivid and real as sunlight on our skin. Some animals can change their sex to ensure survival. In species like clownfish or certain wrasses, gender is not fixed. If the dominant female dies, the largest male can transform into a female, maintaining the social structure and reproductive capacity of the group. In other species, females may become males instead, depending on the population's needs. These transformations involve profound biological changes. Hormones shift, reproductive organs adapt, and even physical appearance may alter, demonstrating evolution's remarkable flexibility in ensuring survival. The tallest ocean waves do not always need storms to form. Rogue waves can suddenly rise from otherwise calm seas, reaching heights far above surrounding waters. They emerge when smaller waves converge, concentrating energy into a single, towering wall of water. Once considered maritime myths, these giants have now been measured by satellites and ocean buoys, some exceeding 30 meters. Rare but immensely powerful, rogue waves remind us that the sea holds hidden forces, capable of appearing and vanishing in moments. Certain flowers wait decades to bloom, investing years or even decades into preparing for a single spectacular flowering. The agave, for instance, may take 30 years before shooting up a towering stalk covered in blossoms, then dying soon after. In the Himalayas, the elusive Himalayan lily waits patiently for perfect conditions before unfurling its pale petals. These extraordinary life strategies, often coinciding with mass flowering events, overwhelm pollinators and ensure seeds spread widely. Nature's gamble rewards patience with a breathtaking, fleeting display of life. Certain lakes transform their colors with the seasons. Shifts in algae populations, mineral content, or sunlight scattering can alter a lake's appearance, from deep blues in summer to greens in spring, and even pinks in unique cases. Australia's Lake Hillier, famous for its bubblegum pink hue, maintains this color year-round thanks to specialized microorganisms. Other lakes shift their tones as algae rise and fall. Standing on the shore, it can seem as if the water has been painted, but it is entirely the work of nature's chemistry, a seasonal canvas alive with life. Some animals never stop growing, a trait called indeterminate growth. Many fish, reptiles, and amphibians increase in size year after year, provided they survive and have enough resources. This is why giant catfish, turtles, and crocodiles often reach remarkable sizes, with the largest individuals carrying decades of experience. Their slow, deliberate movements tell stories of survival, patience, and resilience. Earth's magnetic field serves as a natural compass for countless species. Sea turtles crossing oceans, birds migrating across continents, and even some insects sense magnetic fields to navigate when landmarks or celestial cues are unavailable. Specialized cells and magnetic particles in their bodies guide them, and experiments show that altering magnetic conditions can change their orientation. It's as if these creatures carry an invisible planetary compass finely tuned to the Earth itself. Some trees appear to walk in pursuit of sunlight. The walking palm of Central and South America grows stilt-like roots that can slowly replace each other. When one side of the tree is shaded, new roots form toward the light while old ones die away, gradually shifting the trunk. Though the movement is only a few centimeters per year, it allows the tree to seek better conditions, a slow, almost imperceptible form of locomotion that challenges our perception of plants as entirely fixed. Certain plants can store water for years, a survival strategy in the harshest environments. The African baobab or desert succulents hoard vast reserves in their trunks, stems, or leaves. A single baobab can hold thousands of liters, sustaining itself and countless birds, insects, and mammals through prolonged droughts. In landscapes where rain is unpredictable, these living reservoirs quietly maintain life until the world turns green once again. Certain fish, such as parrotfish and some wrasses, can switch sex in the opposite direction, transforming from female to male when social hierarchies demand it. These shifts involve profound hormonal changes, the restructuring of reproductive organs, and often alterations in color or body size. This is not a temporary adjustment, but a permanent transformation, ensuring that reproduction continues regardless of changes within the group. While it may seem extraordinary to us, in these ecosystems it is simply a practical strategy honed over millions of years, allowing life to adapt seamlessly to shifting circumstances. The tallest waves in the ocean can form even without storms. While most people imagine massive waves as products of violent weather, rogue waves can appear suddenly on otherwise calm seas. These giants emerge when smaller waves align perfectly, their energies combining through a process called constructive interference into a single towering crest, sometimes rising over 30 meters. Once thought to be sailors' legends, rogue waves are now documented by satellites and ocean sensors. They can appear without warning, vanish just as quickly, and pose serious dangers to ships. Standing on a vessel's deck and witnessing one would be like seeing the ocean rise to meet the horizon itself, a reminder of the immense, unpredictable power lurking beneath seemingly peaceful waters. Some flowers bloom only once every few decades, investing years or even decades into preparing for a single extraordinary moment. The agave, for instance, can take 30 years or more to send up a towering flowering stalk, producing hundreds of blossoms before dying and leaving seeds for the next generation. In the Himalayas, the rare Himalayan lily waits patiently for the perfect combination of sunlight, temperature, and soil moisture before unfurling its delicate blooms. When these plants finally flower, they often attract swarms of pollinators, overwhelming them with abundance to maximize seed dispersal. It is a high-stakes gamble, years of patient growth for a fleeting opportunity to reproduce. When it succeeds, the landscape is transformed, as if the earth had been saving up beauty for a single ephemeral spectacle. Some lakes undergo stunning color transformations with the seasons. In certain regions, the same body of water can shift through a palette of hues: deep blue in summer, vivid green in spring, and sometimes even pink or red. These changes usually result from seasonal algae blooms, mineral concentrations, or the way sunlight scatters across the water. Canada's Spotted Lake, for example, turns shades of yellow, green, and blue in summer as water evaporates from mineral-rich pools. In Australia, Lake Hillier maintains its bubblegum pink hue year-round due to unique microorganisms. Standing at the shore, it may seem as if the water has been painted overnight, but these are entirely natural transformations, a reminder of nature's ever-changing palette. Certain animals never stop growing, a phenomenon known as indeterminate growth. Many fish, reptiles, and amphibians increase in size year after year, provided they survive and have enough resources. This is why giant catfish, turtles, and crocodiles often reach remarkable sizes, with the largest individuals carrying decades of experience. Their slow, deliberate movements tell stories of survival, patience, and resilience. Earth's magnetic field acts as a hidden guide for countless species. Sea turtles navigate thousands of kilometers back to the very beaches where they were born. Birds traverse continents, adjusting routes as magnetic lines subtly shift over time. Even microscopic organisms and certain bacteria align themselves with magnetic fields to find optimal habitats. Scientists believe this remarkable sense may stem from microscopic magnetic crystals or specialized proteins in the eyes that detect magnetic cues. Whatever the mechanism, it is a reminder that many creatures perceive layers of the world invisible to us, navigating by forces we cannot directly sense. Some trees can walk towards sunlight. Deep in the rainforests of Central and South America, the walking palm adapts to changing light by growing multiple stilt-like roots in new directions. If one side of the tree is shaded, it extends roots toward brighter areas, gradually shifting its trunk by several centimeters per year. Older roots on the shaded side die back, leaving the tree in a slightly new position. While it doesn't stride like an animal, this slow-motion movement allows it to thrive in dense forests where sunlight constantly shifts, a quiet, almost imperceptible migration toward life-giving light. Some trees can store water for years, an essential adaptation in arid landscapes where rainfall is sparse and unpredictable. The baobab tree, native to parts of Africa, can hold thousands of liters in its swollen trunk, sustaining not only itself, but also birds, insects, and even people who tap into it during prolonged droughts. These living reservoirs quietly safeguard life, ensuring survival in the harshest environments until the rains return. Desert succulents have evolved to store water in thick, fleshy leaves and stems, protecting it behind waxy coatings that minimize evaporation. These natural reservoirs are lifelines for entire ecosystems, supplying hydration during the harshest months. For many creatures, the water held within these plants determines the difference between survival and scarcity, sustaining life in landscapes where rainfall is scarce and unpredictable. Some bays glow with ethereal light at night. In rare coastal locations, the sea comes alive after dark, illuminated by millions of microscopic bioluminescent organisms called dinoflagellates. Every splash, paddle, or passing fish triggers tiny sparks, turning the water into a shimmering liquid galaxy. Mosquito Bay in Puerto Rico is one of the most famous examples, where a swimming turtle leaves behind a luminous trail as it moves. This glowing phenomenon results from a chemical reaction within the organisms, much like fireflies lighting up the night on land. Calm, shallow waters and warm temperatures create the perfect conditions for these breathtaking displays. Touch the water, lift it into your hands, and droplets glimmer momentarily before fading, as if the ocean itself is leaving a memory behind. Some mountains continue to grow each year. While they appear solid and permanent, tectonic forces deep beneath Earth's crust push continental plates together, forcing mountains to rise millimeter by millimeter. The Himalayas, including Mount Everest, are still growing as the Indian plate presses against the Eurasian plate. Although erosion slowly wears mountains down, in some regions the upward push exceeds the rate of wear. Using precise satellite measurements, scientists can track these subtle increases over decades. It is a reminder that even landscapes we consider ancient and immutable are constantly in motion, shaped by the same forces that created them millions of years ago. Certain animals can survive without oxygen for extended periods. The painted turtle, for instance, can hibernate underwater in frozen lakes for over 4 months, slowing its metabolism and relying on anaerobic energy production. Some worms and crustaceans in oxygen-poor sediments have evolved similar adaptations, while tiny jellyfish-like creatures such as Henegua sinicola lack mitochondria entirely and never use oxygen. For these extraordinary organisms, oxygen is irrelevant. Such adaptations allow life to thrive in environments where most species would perish within minutes, demonstrating that survival can take forms beyond our imagination. Rainbows can appear as complete circles when viewed from above, while from the ground they appear as arcs with bases hidden by the horizon. Aerial perspectives, such as from airplanes or mountain peaks, can reveal the full circle. This occurs because a rainbow is a continuous ring of light created when sunlight is refracted and reflected within raindrops. Pilots often witness circular rainbows surrounding the shadow of their aircraft, a phenomenon called a glory. It is a striking reminder that the beauty we see from one perspective is often just a fraction of the full picture, and that shifting vantage points can reveal hidden wonders. Some deserts are colder than ice. While deserts are commonly associated with heat, the defining characteristic is dryness, not temperature. The polar deserts of Antarctica and the Arctic are the largest on Earth, receiving minimal precipitation while enduring extreme cold. Temperatures in Antarctica can plunge below -70 degrees Celsius, yet microbial life persists in pockets of liquid water, and hardy lichens cling to exposed rock. These frozen deserts are as extreme as the hottest, their beauty evident in the stark contrast of snow under endless summer daylight, the haunting blue glow of ice caves, and the silence that can endure for centuries. Here, desert means ice and stillness rather than sand and heat. Some waterfalls can appear to flow upward when strong winds catch falling water, pushing it back into the air. This striking effect is most common along coastal cliffs, where ocean winds are funneled upward against rock faces. The water is not reversing its path, but is broken into mist and carried aloft, creating a temporary spectacle that transforms a familiar landscape into something surreal, as if gravity itself has been momentarily defied. Certain seeds can survive for millennia before germinating. Seeds act as nature's time capsules, protected by tough outer shells that allow them to remain dormant for centuries. In one remarkable example, a date palm seed, nearly 2,000 years old, discovered in Masada, Israel, was successfully revived. Some Arctic tundra plants produce seeds capable of surviving even longer under frozen conditions. Within each seed, the embryo remains in a state of suspended animation, preserving its nutrients until warmth, moisture, and light return. When conditions are right, the seed awakens, bridging centuries in a single act of renewal, as if life itself had been waiting patiently for the moment to re-emerge. Some animals can clone themselves. Asexual reproduction allows organisms to create exact genetic copies without mating. Starfish can regenerate lost arms, sometimes producing an entirely new individual from a single limb. Freshwater hydras bud miniature replicas of themselves, while some insects lay eggs that develop into clones. In stable environments, this strategy allows species to reproduce rapidly without relying on partners. While it reduces genetic diversity, making populations more vulnerable to environmental change, it is a highly efficient survival mechanism in the right circumstances. Certain plants can measure daylight. Many species possess an internal circadian rhythm, enabling them to track the passage of time. Some rely on photoperiodism, measuring day length to determine when to flower, grow, or shed leaves. Chrysanthemums, for example, bloom only when nights reach a specific length, while other plants wait for the long days of summer to ensure pollination. Even under artificial light, some plants maintain accurate timing, demonstrating a subtle intelligence that synchronizes life with the changing seasons. Some clouds outweigh mountains. Large thunderclouds can hold millions of tons of water, far surpassing the mass of even the tallest mountains. The water is suspended in tiny droplets or ice crystals, supported by rising air currents. When conditions change, some of this water condenses and falls as rain, hail, or snow. Towering for kilometers across and reaching high into the atmosphere, their tops gleam in sunlight while their undersides churn in shadow. Observing such clouds, it is astonishing to realize that something so light in appearance can possess such immense weight, drifting above us as effortlessly as a feather. Some creatures can survive in boiling water. Around deep-sea hydrothermal vents, temperatures exceed 100 degrees Celsius, instantly lethal to most life. Yet hyperthermophiles thrive in these extreme conditions, with proteins and cellular structures stable at extraordinary heat. On land, similar heat-loving microbes inhabit geysers, such as those in Yellowstone National Park. These organisms form the foundation of complex ecosystems, sustaining tube worms, clams, and crabs clustered around vent openings. Studying them has revealed enzymes capable of withstanding extreme temperatures, challenging our understanding of life and broadening the search for organisms in extreme environments beyond Earth. In the extreme environments where water boils and darkness reigns, life quietly persists, proving that nature's limits are far broader than we once imagined. The ocean's deepest trench surpasses the height of Mount Everest. Beneath the Pacific lies the Mariana Trench, home to the Challenger Deep, nearly 11 kilometers down, deeper than Everest is tall. Pressures here exceed 1,000 times that at the surface, capable of crushing most submarines. Temperatures hover just above freezing, and light is virtually non-existent. Yet life endures. Tiny arthropods, strange snailfish, and resilient microbes feed on detritus drifting from above, carving out a hidden ecosystem in crushing darkness. Very few humans have visited this abyss, but unmanned probes reveal alien landscapes of slopes, trenches, and sediments, reminding us that some of Earth's most extreme frontiers remain beneath our own waves. Some fish craft their own underwater light shows. In the pitch-black depths where sunlight never penetrates, many species produce bioluminescence for survival. Flashlight fish have light-emitting organs beneath their eyes that they can blink by covering them with skin flaps, while lanternfish display glowing patterns along their bodies, possibly for recognition or communication. Certain species flash in rhythmic pulses, creating a mesmerizing underwater ballet reminiscent of Morse code. In a world without sunlight, flickering light becomes a language, a medium through which life tells stories we are only beginning to understand. Plants can sense when they are being eaten. Though seeming passive, many can detect damage almost immediately. When a caterpillar bites a leaf, specific chemicals in the insect's saliva trigger the plant to release defensive compounds, bitter or toxic chemicals that deter further feeding. Some plants even emit airborne signals to alert neighboring flora to bolster their own defenses. While not taste in the human sense, this chemical detection allows plants to respond dynamically to threats, making them active participants in their survival. Some stones move on their own. In California's Racetrack Playa, a dry lake bed in Death Valley, large rocks leave long trails across the flat surface. For years, their motion was a mystery, until researchers discovered that under rare winter conditions, a thin layer of ice forms beneath the rocks. As the ice fractures and warms, light winds gradually push the stones across the slick surface. The motion is so slow that a few meters may take hours, yet the result is a landscape etched with mysterious tracks, as if the stones embarked on silent nocturnal journeys. Some birds are master mimics. Some species can replicate nearly any sound they hear. Australia's lyrebird imitates chainsaws, camera shutters, other birds, and even human voices with uncanny precision. North American mockingbirds weave dozens of sounds, including frogs, crickets, and car alarms, into their songs. These vocal feats serve purposes ranging from attracting mates to defending territory. Young birds learn these repertoires by listening carefully, and the best mimics pass these abilities down through generations. To hear a forest bird replicate the bark of a dog is both startling and enchanting, a reminder that nature's voices are often far more versatile than they seem. Many insects see in ultraviolet light. While humans perceive only a narrow spectrum, bees, butterflies, and certain beetles detect UV patterns invisible to us. Flowers use these markings as landing guides, directing pollinators to nectar with precision. Ultraviolet vision also helps insects evade predators or locate mates, revealing a hidden dimension of light that transforms familiar landscapes into worlds painted with unseen patterns. The Sahara Desert was once a lush paradise. Thousands of years ago, the Sahara was not an endless sea of sand, but a vibrant savanna dotted with lakes, rivers, and grasslands. Fossil evidence, ancient lake beds, and rock art indicate that hippos, crocodiles, and early human settlements thrived there. Changes in Earth's tilt and orbit shifted monsoon rains northward, creating this green Sahara. Over millennia, the climate shifted again, drying the land into the desert we know today. Beneath its sands, remnants of this verdant past lie buried, waiting to be discovered. A powerful reminder of how dramatically climates and ecosystems can transform over time. Some storms endure for centuries. On Jupiter, the Great Red Spot, a storm larger than Earth itself, has been raging for at least 300 years, perhaps far longer. Unlike storms on our planet, which last days or weeks, this colossal vortex endures on a scale almost beyond comprehension. Fueled by Jupiter's turbulent atmosphere and absence of a solid surface, it spins relentlessly, with winds reaching hundreds of kilometers per hour. From space, it appears as a swirling red oval, an enduring scar across the gas giant's cloud bands. Studying it not only deepens our understanding of Jupiter, but also offers insight into atmospheric dynamics on other planets. Certain frogs can become almost entirely transparent. Glass frogs of Central and South America have translucent skin through which their internal organs are visible. When resting, they can redirect blood from their skin, becoming nearly invisible against the foliage and avoiding predators. This transparency also helps regulate temperature and shields them from UV radiation. Observing one up close feels surreal, as if the frog were a living anatomy model, its heartbeat and internal movements visible beneath a delicate green membrane. Some trees can produce hundreds of gallons of sap each year. Sugar maples, for instance, release sap in late winter and early spring as freezing nights give way to thawing days. Changes in internal pressure push water and sugar through the tree's vessels. Farmers tap into this flow, collecting liquid that can require more than 40 liters of sap just to make 1 liter of maple syrup. Yet sap is more than a treat for humans. It's the lifeblood of the tree, transporting nutrients to every branch and leaf. Watching it drip from a tap in a sunlit forest feels like witnessing the tree's own heartbeat, pulsing in time with the slow arrival of spring. There are rivers that boil.
Deep in the Peruvian Amazon, the Shanai Timpishka, known as the Boiling River, reaches temperatures near 100 degrees Celsius, hot enough to kill small animals. Unlike volcanic hot springs, its heat comes from geothermal activity far underground, where water seeps deep into the earth before resurfacing. Stretching over 6 kilometers, the river winds through dense jungle, shrouded in rising steam. For local communities, it carries spiritual significance, while scientists marvel at its geologic uniqueness. Leaves curl in the heat, and the water bubbles with life in a rainforest rarely associated with such intensity. Some animals thrive entirely in darkness. Deep caves and ocean trenches are home to creatures born and living in complete absence of light. Many lose their eyes entirely, compensating with heightened senses of touch, smell, or vibration. The Mexican blind cavefish can detect subtle water currents with its skin, while the tripod fish navigates the seafloor with elongated fins. In these pitch-black habitats, vision is not necessary. Adaptations focus on survival in a world beyond sunlight, a thriving ecosystem invisible to most of us. Certain shells grow in precise mathematical spirals. Many mollusks and shell-producing animals follow growth patterns that form near-perfect spirals. The nautilus, for instance, constructs a logarithmic spiral, adding chambers as it grows while maintaining its overall shape. This design offers both protection and buoyancy control. Spirals of similar structure appear elsewhere in nature, from sunflower seeds to hurricanes, even galaxies, revealing a universal tendency toward specific patterns. Holding a shell and tracing its spiral is to follow a path repeated on scales ranging from the tiny to the cosmic. Some clouds glow in the night sky. High in the mesosphere, more than 80 kilometers above Earth, noctilucent clouds shimmer in silvery blue light after sunset. Formed when ice crystals condense on dust particles, they are illuminated indirectly by sunlight beyond the horizon. Most visible in high latitudes during summer, they appear almost otherworldly, like ghostly veils rippling above. Scientists suspect they are becoming more common as atmospheric changes provide more moisture at high altitudes. Observing them is like watching the sky itself breathe silver light. Certain animals can travel across oceans. Using a behavior called ballooning, spiders release silk strands that catch the wind, lifting them into the air. While most journeys are short, some have been found hundreds of kilometers out at sea. They survive by resting on floating debris and catching airborne insects, colonizing distant islands and remote coastlines. Seeing one drift upward, propelled by nothing but a thread of silk, feels like witnessing a voyage that defies expectation and gravity. Some animals can survive for years without food. In extreme conditions, endurance is key. The European cave salamander can survive up to 10 years without eating, slowing its metabolism to almost imperceptible levels. Crocodiles and some snakes endure over a year, living off stored body fat, while tiny tardigrades enter cryptobiosis, halting nearly all biological activity until favorable conditions return. These strategies enable survival in unpredictable habitats where patience is as crucial as speed.
There are forests beneath the ocean. Along many coasts, vast underwater kelp forests sway with the currents. Giant kelp can grow more than half a meter per day, reaching over 30 meters, creating a submerged canopy that shelters fish, sea otters, and countless other species. These forests serve as nurseries, protect shorelines, and tint the water with emerald hues. Like terrestrial forests, they are complex ecosystems, but their trees are flexible, leaf-like blades anchored to the seafloor. Certain birds can sleep while flying. Some birds, like the frigate bird, spend days or even weeks in the air without ever landing. Scientists have discovered that they can rest by shutting down one half of their brain at a time, a phenomenon called unihemispheric slow-wave sleep. This allows them to glide effortlessly on air currents while remaining alert enough to navigate and avoid danger. Even while partially asleep, they may circle on rising thermals, barely moving their wings. The sky itself becomes their bed, letting them cover vast distances without pause, turning endless horizons into a home. Some rocks can sing when the wind passes over them. In certain desert landscapes, steady winds set massive boulders or dunes vibrating, producing deep, resonant tones that carry for kilometers. These singing rocks, or booming dunes, occur when grains of sand or rock surfaces rub together in just the right way. Marco Polo described such sounds in the Gobi Desert centuries ago. The effect is haunting, a hum that seems to emanate from the earth itself, a slow, resonant song carried on the wind. There are deserts made of pure white sand. Not all deserts glow gold or orange. White Sands National Park in southern New Mexico stretches as far as the eye can see with brilliant white dunes. The sand is made of gypsum crystals, a mineral usually rare in large fields because it dissolves easily in water. In this desert basin, however, ancient lakes evaporated and left thick layers of gypsum behind. Over thousands of years, wind sculpted these deposits into rippling dunes that sparkle in sunlight and glow pale blue in moonlight. Walking here feels like stepping onto snow, though the air is warm and the ground crunches softly beneath your feet. Seen from space, it gleams, a desert unlike any other on Earth. Some jellyfish can live forever. The tiny jellyfish, Turritopsis dohrnii, possesses an extraordinary ability. When stressed, injured, or near death, it can revert its cells to an earlier stage of life, restarting its life cycle. Instead of dying, it transforms back into a juvenile polyp and begins growing anew. This process, called transdifferentiation, allows it to potentially avoid death from old age entirely, though predators and disease can still claim it. Found in oceans worldwide, these jellyfish are only a few millimeters across, their delicate bodies nearly transparent. In nature, even something as seemingly final as aging can sometimes be rewritten. Certain ants farm their own food. Leafcutter ants are among the most industrious farmers on Earth. They cut and carry pieces of leaves back to their underground colonies, not to eat directly, but to feed a special fungus cultivated in carefully tended gardens. The fungus breaks down the tough plant material into edible food for the ants. This partnership is so precise that the fungus cannot survive without the ants, and the ants cannot survive without the fungus. Colonies can contain millions of individuals, each with a role, from cutting leaves to tending gardens to defending the nest. Long before humans planted the first seeds, these tiny farmers had perfected agriculture underground. Some flowers smell like rotting meat. Some plants attract pollinators with sense of decay rather than sweetness. The corpse flower, Amorphophilus titanum, grows over 3 meters tall and emits a powerful odor mimicking rotting flesh. This stench draws carrion beetles and flesh flies, which would normally seek dead animals to lay eggs, but instead help pollinate the flower. The bloom is rare, often occurring only once every several years and lasts just a couple of days. During this brief window, the plant heats itself to spread the smell farther. For those who endure it, the sight is unforgettable, a massive alien bloom relying on deception to thrive. Some trees can survive complete fires. In fire-prone ecosystems, certain species have evolved remarkable resilience. Thick bark insulates vital tissues from heat, while underground root systems store energy to sprout new growth. Some can even re-sprout from charred trunks, regrowing entirely after a blaze. In these forests, fire is not destruction, it's a cycle of renewal, shaping landscapes and species over millennia. These globe skimmer dragonflies are among the longest distance travelers in the animal kingdom, defying their tiny size. Riding winds and thermals, they navigate vast oceans with astonishing precision, guided by environmental cues like the sun, polarized light, and possibly even the Earth's magnetic field. Generations complete the journey in a relay, with each dragonfly covering thousands of kilometers before dying and the next picking up the path. Their migration is a testament to endurance, navigation, and the astonishing capabilities hidden within seemingly fragile creatures. Some fish can walk on land. Mud skippers found in mangroves and tidal flats use their pectoral fins to walk across mud and sand. They can breathe through their skin and the lining of their mouth and throat when moist, allowing them to survive outside water for hours. Mud skippers hunt for food, defend territories, and even communicate with other fish while entirely on land. Watching them hop and climb feels like seeing evolution's creativity in motion, a fish that bridges two worlds effortlessly. Certain plants can survive decades without soil. Air plants, or epiphytes, absorb water and nutrients directly from the air and rain. Found clinging to trees and rainforests, they do not require soil at all. Their specialized leaves capture moisture, while tiny trichomes store water and nutrients. Epiphytes create entire microhabitats, supporting insects, amphibians, and even small birds. Floating high in the canopy, they are self-sufficient, yet part of a larger community, thriving in spaces humans never notice.
Some birds can remember thousands of hiding spots. Clark's nutcrackers and other corvids store seeds in scattered locations to survive harsh winters. Remarkably, they can recall the exact positions of thousands of caches months later, even under snow. Their brains have enlarged hippocampi, a region linked to memory, allowing them to navigate complex landscapes with pinpoint accuracy. To watch them recover hidden treasures is to witness intelligence shaped by necessity, memory intertwined with survival. There are rivers that glow in the dark. In certain tropical regions, rivers come alive with bioluminescence at night. Dinoflagellates, or bioluminescent algae, light up when disturbed by movement in the water, creating a shimmering ethereal glow. Every paddle stroke, every splash sparks a cascade of luminescent sparks, turning rivers into liquid starlight. Places like the Puerto Rican Mosquito Day and Thailand's bioluminescent coastlines offer a magical spectacle, a reminder that even familiar landscapes can hold hidden wonder. Some sharks can live for centuries. Greenland sharks, for example, grow at an extremely slow pace and may live over 400 years, making them the longest living vertebrates known. Their bodies grow about a centimeter per year, and they do not reach sexual maturity until around 150 years old. In the icy depths of the North Atlantic, these silent predators drift through centuries, carrying within them lifetimes of survival in one of the planet's most extreme habitats. Certain plants can hear vibrations. Recent studies suggest that some roots can detect the vibrations caused by approaching insects or running water. When vibrations are sensed, plants can alter growth patterns, enhance defense chemicals, or grow toward water sources. This hidden sensitivity allows plants to respond to their environment in ways invisible to human eyes, revealing an intelligence embedded in silent, rooted life. There are lakes with invisible rivers beneath them. In karst landscapes, underground rivers flow through limestone caves, sometimes disappearing and re-emerging as springs. Lakes in these regions may have water constantly exchanged with hidden channels below. The surface may seem still, but currents flow beneath, connecting distant waters in secret veins carved by geology. Diving into such a lake is like stepping into a hidden plumbing system of the earth itself, where liquid paths twist unseen beneath the calm surface. Some animals can survive being frozen. Arctic ground squirrels, wood frogs, and certain insects endure sub-zero temperatures by allowing their bodies to freeze solid during winter. Ice forms outside their cells, while special sugars protect delicate tissues. In spring, they thaw and resume normal life as if nothing had happened. This extraordinary survival strategy shows that even in absolute stillness, life can wait, poised to awaken again. Some insects survive entire lifetimes underwater. Certain aquatic insects, like diving beetles and water scorpions, carry tiny air bubbles with them as they hunt and breathe beneath the surface. Others, like the whirligig beetle larvae, can extract oxygen directly from the water through specialized structures. These adaptations allow them to live fully submerged for months at a time, navigating dark, oxygen-poor environments with remarkable precision. Life doesn't just survive in water, it thrives in places we'd never expect. There are flowers that bloom only at night. Many desert and tropical plants, like moonflowers and night-blooming cereus, wait until darkness falls to unfurl their petals. By opening at night, they attract nocturnal pollinators such as moths, bats, and certain beetles. Their scents often intensify after sunset, guiding creatures through the darkness. For a few fleeting hours, these flowers transform silent nights into a theater of perfume and color, proving that beauty in nature often waits patiently for the perfect moment. Some animals can detect earthquakes before they happen. Certain species, including elephants, snakes, and some birds, seem sensitive to subtle vibrations in the ground that precede seismic activity. Elephants, for example, can sense low-frequency rumblings through their feet, prompting unusual movement or behavior hours before a quake strikes. While not a fail-proof system, these instincts allow animals to respond to environmental cues imperceptible to humans, offering a window into how life is tuned to the hidden rhythms of the earth. There are rivers that flow uphill, sort of. In rare cases, optical illusions and unusual topography can make water appear to defy gravity, flowing upward against slopes. For example, magnetic hills and misperceived gradients trick the eye into seeing rivers and streams moving the wrong way. While physics still governs the water, the illusion can be astonishing, creating landscapes that feel enchanted, as if the laws of nature were temporarily rewritten for those who happen to see them. Some trees can grow from cuttings over centuries. In temperate and tropical forests, certain species can sprout entirely new trees from branches or trunks, forming clonal networks that endure for centuries. Banyan trees, for example, send down aerial roots that grow into new trunks, expanding the canopy over generations. These living monuments connect past and present, allowing a single organism to shape entire landscapes and provide shelter, shade, and habitat for countless other species. Certain fish can communicate using electric fields. Weakly electric fish in Africa and South America generate electric pulses to navigate murky waters and communicate with each other. These fields carry information about identity, mood, and even reproductive status. In waters where visibility is near zero, electricity becomes a language, invisible to us but profoundly understood by the creatures themselves. It's another reminder that life often invents entirely new senses to survive and thrive.
There are mountains that breathe. Some volcanic peaks like Mount Etna or Kilauea release enormous volumes of gas and heat through fumaroles and vents. The landscape appears alive, exhaling steam, sulfur, and other chemicals into the air. Though silent from a distance, these emissions sustain ecosystems adapted to extreme conditions and even provide nutrients to surrounding soils. Mountains, in this sense, are not static. They are dynamic, living structures, slowly reshaping themselves and the life around them. Some animals can survive being without water for decades. The African lungfish, certain desert beetles, and brine shrimp produce dormant eggs or enter states of suspended animation during extreme drought. Water may disappear for years, but life waits patiently, poised to resume when the rains return. Such resilience turns absence into opportunity, proving that even the harshest environments can support life if patience is part of the strategy. Certain caves glow with color. In places like New Zealand and Mexico, limestone caves are illuminated by bioluminescent organisms or mineral formations that refract light in striking ways. Glowworms cling to ceilings in dense colonies, creating twinkling starry skies underground. Mineral-rich waters drip and pool, refracting light to produce subtle blues, greens, and golds. These hidden realms feel magical, a secret world where geology and biology combine to create an otherworldly spectacle. Some birds can mimic sounds with astonishing accuracy. Lyrebirds of Australia, for example, imitate chainsaws, camera shutters, other birds, and even human voices. Their songs are complex, evolving, and passed down through generations. This mimicry is not mere trickery. It serves to attract mates, establish territory, and sometimes even confuse predators. To hear a lyrebird imitate a human voice in the middle of a forest is to glimpse the intersection of intelligence, learning, and survival, written in song. Some fish can walk on land. Mudskippers found in mangrove swamps and tidal flats use their strong pectoral fins to crawl across mud and sand between pools of water. They breathe through their skin and the lining of their mouth, allowing them to survive out of water for hours at a time. These amphibious journeys let them escape predators, hunt for food, and explore environments most fish could never reach. Watching a mudskipper hop across wet mud is like seeing evolution in motion, a creature straddling two worlds effortlessly. There are lakes that float on other lakes. In certain wetlands, dense mats of vegetation, compacted by roots and decay, can rise above the water surface, forming floating islands. These rafts can carry trees, shrubs, and entire ecosystems of birds, insects, and amphibians. The floating land slowly drifts with currents and wind, reshaping the landscape over time. In the Amazon, some islands are large enough to support small forests, creating microhabitats that move as if the earth itself were breathing. Some animals hibernate for years. Beyond bears, certain frogs, turtles, and even small mammals can enter hibernation or torpor that last multiple years. African lungfish, for instance, burrow into mud and secrete a protective cocoon, surviving droughts for up to 7 years. During this time, their metabolism nearly stops, conserving energy until water returns. Life in this state is paused rather than ended, a patient waiting game perfected by evolution. There are clouds that rain diamonds. On Saturn and Jupiter,
lightning storms and extreme pressures turn carbon into diamond rain. These meteorological marvels are far beyond anything on Earth, yet they follow physical principles similar to our storms. Scientists theorize that within these gas giants, massive storms compress carbon into solid gems, raining down into the depths. Though untouchable by humans, the thought of jewels falling from alien skies sparks wonder at the diversity of cosmic weather. Some plants can grow in almost total darkness. In deep caves, dense rainforests under canopies, and even beneath the ice of Antarctica, certain mosses, ferns, and algae survive with minimal light. They capture energy from faint sources using slow, highly efficient photosynthesis. These shadow dwellers transform places that seem lifeless into quietly thriving green worlds, reminding us that even in the darkest corners, life finds a way. Certain animals can regenerate entire limbs or more. Starfish, axolotls, and some lizards can regrow lost arms, tails, or even parts of their hearts and brains. This ability often combines rapid cell division, specialized stem cells, and precise molecular signaling. For these creatures, injury is rarely permanent. Nature, in these cases, seems to grant the ultimate do-over, a second chance to continue the story of life uninterrupted. Some oceans sparkle with colored waves. Phytoplankton blooms, tiny microorganisms, can turn the sea shades of green, blue, or even red. When sunlight hits, these floating communities shimmer like living jewels. In certain bays, bioluminescent plankton add to the spectacle, lighting up waves at night. Standing on a shore or in a boat, the water can feel alive, painting scenes of magic across the waves, a reminder that the sea is not just water, but a stage for countless hidden performers. There are deserts where snow falls regularly. In high-altitude deserts like the Atacama or the Gobi, frost and snow can appear even in regions known for extreme dryness. Temperature swings between day and night are so severe that moisture freezes. Dust and sand sparkle with frost, and occasional snow covers the barren landscape. These frozen moments create stark contrasts between arid heat and icy cold, showcasing nature's ability to combine extremes in a single place. Some birds can mimic entire soundscapes. Beyond single sounds, certain birds, like lyrebirds and mockingbirds, can reproduce complex sequences, chainsaws, camera clicks, other birds, and even entire ambient soundscapes. This ability allows them to communicate, entertain, and sometimes even confuse predators. To hear a lyrebird imitate a human voice in the middle of a forest is to glimpse the intersection of intelligence, learning, and survival written in song.
Certain animals live entirely in clouds. High in the canopy of rainforests, some frogs, insects, and mosses spend nearly all of their lives in misty, cloud-wrapped habitats. They drink from droplets, feed on airborne prey, and hide from predators in suspended leaves and moss. For these creatures, the forest floor is almost irrelevant, a sky-bound ecosystem suspended in vapor, delicate yet enduring. Some animals can recognize themselves in mirrors. Self-recognition, once thought to be uniquely human, is shared by great apes, dolphins, elephants, and even certain birds like magpies. When shown a mirror, they inspect parts of their bodies they cannot normally see, hinting at a level of self-awareness, the understanding that this is me. In experiments, animals marked with a small, harmless spot often use the mirror to investigate or try to remove it. Those that pass the test reveal a kind of consciousness we are only beginning to grasp. There are plants that can eat small animals. Carnivorous species like the Venus flytrap, sundew, and pitcher plant trap and digest insects and occasionally small frogs or lizards to gain extra nutrients in poor soils. Each employs a unique strategy, from snapping traps to sticky leaves or fluid-filled pitchers, slowly breaking down prey over days to absorb what they need. These adaptations are not acts of aggression, but survival, allowing plants to thrive where others would starve. Certain lakes are so dense that floating becomes effortless. In hypersaline lakes like the Dead Sea between Israel and Jordan, the water's salt concentration is so high that it supports the human body like a thick cushion. Swimming here feels unusual, almost as if gravity itself is lessened, and yet most aquatic life cannot survive these salty depths. Some birds build structures more intricate than human homes. Male bowerbirds in Australia construct elaborate bowers decorated with shells, flowers, feathers, and even colorful bits of plastic to impress mates. Weaver birds weave suspended nests with entry tunnels designed to deter predators. These avian architects showcase precision, creativity, and artistry rivaling human craftsmanship. Some stones grow over time. In parts of Romania, trogants slowly change shape and size, layering mineral deposits over decades. Heavy rains allow mineral-rich water to seep through porous rock, depositing new material. The growth is minuscule, only millimeters a year, but left undisturbed for centuries, these rocks can develop strange, bulbous shapes, as if the landscape itself were alive. Certain creatures have existed unchanged for hundreds of millions of years. Horseshoe crabs have walked the earth for over 400 million years, surviving multiple mass extinctions. The coelacanth, a deep-sea fish once thought extinct, still swims in virtually the same form as 300 million years ago. These living fossils remind us that evolution does not always mean change. Sometimes it means perfecting a design that endures. Some places on Earth have never been touched by humans. Remote mountain peaks, hidden caves, deep ocean trenches, isolated islands, and dense rainforests remain inaccessible. These untouched regions serve as living time capsules, holding ecosystems undisturbed for thousands of years, reminding us that much of Earth still belongs entirely to itself. Beneath Antarctica's ice sheets, rivers and lakes flow in darkness, kept liquid by geothermal heat and immense pressure. Some subglacial rivers connect hidden lakes, creating entire underground drainage systems. Microbial life, isolated for millions of years, persists in these secret waterways, proving that even in the coldest, driest places on Earth, water and life find a way. And in a few sandy deserts, the wind sets dunes humming. Certain grains slide together under precise conditions, producing low, resonant tones that can carry for kilometers. The booming or singing sand can be felt in the chest, like the landscape itself is playing a musical note. Marco Polo described such sounds in the Gobi Desert centuries ago, and they remain one of the most haunting and beautiful phenomena in arid lands. And so, our slow journey through the hidden wonders of nature comes to a gentle close. We have wandered from ancient trees to glowing bays, from deserts that sing to forests that breathe, discovering along the way that life's creativity knows no bounds. Earth, in all its mystery and brilliance, reminds us that the extraordinary is everywhere, often hidden, always waiting to be seen.
Some of these stories were about survival, plants and animals adapting to extremes, finding ways to live where life seems impossible. Others were about beauty, colors, patterns, and landscapes that feel as though they were painted just to be seen. And many were about mystery, phenomena we can only partly explain, leaving space for wonder to grow. As you rest now, you might picture the quiet pulse of a bioluminescent bay at night, or the slow turning of a forest canopy as it makes its own clouds. You might drift through an underwater kelp forest, or stand beneath an ancient tree that has seen more seasons than we can count. The world is full of places you may never visit, yet they exist all the same, thriving, shifting, and holding their secrets until someone takes the time to look. And the truth is, you don't have to go far to find them. Sometimes wonder is right outside your door, waiting in the rustle of leaves or in the cool, fresh scent of rain. Thank you for letting me share these moments with you tonight. If you're still awake, you can go ahead and watch the next video. But if your eyes are heavy and your thoughts are drifting, you can let them go. Nature will still be here when you wake, patient, timeless, and endlessly full of stories. Good night.